win for the Celtics. Kemba with 25, Shaq, fourth straight 20-plus point game. First time he's done that since 2019. Celtics are now 10-1 when they average or when they get 25 or more assists, and the Clippers are 5-7 in games decided by 5.
I would make him drive. He ain't gonna dance on me like that.
Hawks outscored the Heat by 17 in the fourth. That 80 points allowed is the fewest by a Hawks team since 2017, which ironically enough was before Lloyd Pierce got there, and the Heat were on a 6-game winning streak, and that came to an end. But it is an interesting discussion that Lloyd Pierce was fired, so much so that here's a quote from Rick Carlisle, quote, "This is a shocking development to all of us in the coaching world. The timing seems odd. The team had injuries, a lot of those kind of things. I really feel for him and his family. He just had a baby last week. I mean, quote, this is just insane." Some of the people missing games, Rondo missed 16, Chris Dunn the entire season, Bogdanovich 25 games. He came back tonight. Gallinari 10 games. Candace, your reaction to the firing of Lloyd Pierce?
You know, I think when you're young and you have a young team, and I think all of us have been young stars on a team that we're required to lead, I think at times communication can be an issue. And with that being said, I think communication, I think injuries, I think a lot of those things factor into losses. And as mature players and players that are able to play in the league for a long time and understand how to lead a team, you know that you have to do your job yourself. And so I think that Nate McMillan said it best. He said that we can't point fingers. Lloyd took the hit, but at the end of the day, we need to point fingers at ourselves. And I think that there is a lot more that a lot of different people within that organization can do. And it was just unfortunate that Lloyd had to take the fall, honestly.
The Hawks right now, they sit in 11th, but they are just 3 games back of the Celtics of the 4 seed. So the East is still very close. What was your reaction to this, Dwyane?
Well, I mean, I think all year we've had high hopes for Atlanta. You know, we thought they would probably be better. And so it never dawned on me that Lloyd Pierce was the problem or the issue, but I'm not in that locker room, so I cannot say that. But the thing I do know about him, just from knowing him and obviously watching the things that he's done in that Atlanta community, going back to what I just said, is he's a leader of men. And I know I want someone who can lead men the way that I know he's a leader. And so it's unfortunate that it didn't work out there. I don't have all the information, so I don't want to say why. But you know, I'm happy that he got his opportunity there. Hopefully this is not his last opportunity to be a head coach, because he's still a young coach, but he's a great young coach and he has a lot to offer. So hopefully he gets another opportunity.
I was going to say really quick, 63 and 120 is his record. The Athletic had a report that came out that it seemed like he really clashed with some of the young players on the team. As someone that has been in locker rooms, both as a young star, as Candace mentioned, and also as a veteran leader, when you hear that, what sticks out to you?
Well, Lloyd is very, you know, he comes from my era, so he's very old school. So a lot of times when you try to tell people something, they don't want to listen. That's where the clash can come in. And in this business, it's all about winning. You know, it's unfortunate, but when you go 63 and 121, the people upstairs at some point want to make a change. But I want to say it's about coaches. When you're real competitive and you're real players and you know you run the locker room, like Candace, Dwyane, and myself, we don't rely on coaches. They're going to call their plays and keep everybody involved, but we don't rely on their plays. You know how many times me and Dwyane broke plays? And we're not doing that. Throw it to me, they're going to double. You go to the corner, Posey. When they rotate to him, you're going to be wide open. I'm not. So, you know, coaches, they do the X and O's, they keep the team together, but when you running the team, like I don't listen. When I was in charge, I'm not listening to none of that. Anyway, I'm going to do it how I want to do it. I got to make sure everybody involved, I know what's going on. So, but, you know, coaches get a lot of credit and they also get a lot of blame. It was definitely unfortunate, but in this business, at some point, it has to be about winning.
Congrats to Nate McMillan. He gets his first win, and we'll see how the Hawks